Hi. Yeah, people are gonna die.
He was looking.
See me your email on Discord?
Who cares if
I get a little overwhelmed.
Yeah, people are gonna.
What's the big deal? They're old anyway, right?
Reach out, touch space.
All right, I can't. All right. What is up, people? Hello. Hello. We can drop the shades. We can drop the rose-colored glasses. We're going to keep it 100 tonight. We are going to be so real, so raw, so uncensored, so existential, so mental. All right. This is not, that doesn't need to be part of it. I don't know. I didn't know where I was going to go with that. I really don't know. But, ching, where the fuck are my cigarettes already? It's an issue. I spent like 80 minutes getting ready, moving things around, and the donos are a-flowing. All right. Thank you, Milk Cow, for the $9.99. Thank you very much. I'm in my cozy pajamas. We've got the bling made by Laura R in chat. She so kindly sent it to me. It's my only earrings that I have a matching pair of because I live in such chaos. But I'm wearing my nice favorite PJs tonight. I love luxurious loungewear like they used to do. Do you get it? It makes a difference when I come home and I change into my loungewear. This is a whole different experience than Ruby 1.0 that would fall asleep in her clothes. We are not like that because we are young, clean, skinny, and rich. And I ain't talking healthy family force, throwing shade at my girl's name, fake news about doxing. Take it back. And in other breaking news, guess who's alive? Ethan Ralph. He is alive and well. Hallelujah. But I got a message back from him earlier. He said he's good. He felt bad. He worried anyone. But Link seems pretty upset because she thinks he like intentionally faked his own death. And that's interesting. I'm not sure. I don't know enough details if that's something he does or would do or wanted to do for some reason. He was only gone for like 48 hours. I was under the impression that he had like missed an interview, and there were a lot of people who were concerned, and it's not easy to get me going on the concern. Once upon a time, Ben Thorpe described it as like concern trolling, but without the trolling. It's true. Yes, I have concerns. I have concerns everywhere I look. But look at that baby boy. Mwah. That's why we're feeling this. It's all coming together, baby. We're going to build a new worldview. We ate the poison knowledge apple or whatever. Was Ralph mistake? No. Ralph will out. I was very surprised if something happened, but I mean, it's always shocking when someone passes young. So, and I've experienced that with people, and it's just like that. People think it's a hoax until it comes out that it's not. It is this like fine. A lot of the skills that I used webcamming it's just like, yeah, it's like bringing a visual, being creative in certain elements, having like circular promotion, like this promotes that, and just having like some basic understanding of how that works was definitely beneficial. But I don't want to do anything that like crosses a line for me personally. But I also want to milk out like probably my last year of being somewhat like feasible sexually. You know, I'm 35. This is it, baby. But guess what? I'm actually not that worried. Do you want to know why? Because everyone wants mommy. They really do. Look it up. I'm pretty sure MILF is like the #1 fucking search thing. Hi. Speaking of looking good today, you also looked stunning. I was at the bookstore until about 20 minutes. Well, I just got home like a little while ago, and I primmed up a little bit more. I wanted to look floofy. I wanted to look like a 60s housewife gone bizarre. Gone bizarre. Straight out of a John Waters movie. She's psycho. Thank you. Well, I wanted to look good for you guys because if I have insecurity over content, what I bring to the, well, I don't know. I don't know anything, but how I feel about everything changes time from every like minute to minute. So Ruby. So this right now, my hair, I do my hair a lot of times in my Get Ready With Me streams. I'll show it. Most days I'll do something simple, but when I have time and energy and want to serve visual, yes. All right. Oh my gosh, and Bethadon's here. Yes. Also, don't worry, I will be dropping out a link, but let me get settled in, okay? I don't know what's going on. I was forced out into reality for many hours. Now I'm back. Also, shout out, if you don't know, Bethadone is in our gang of cool bitches. Okay, so you know how you've got Ruby, you've got Ava, you've got Lo, you've got Lynx. Guess what? Make room for fucking Bethadone. Make room. Oh, wait. There's room for everyone, and we can all excel and exceed and lift each other up. But we are very much similar. And since I'm a narcissist, that appeals to me. Where the fuck is my lighter, bruh? Are you doing an open? Wow, everyone's hot for panel. But guess what? Guess what the fuck happens? I do a panel, and guess what? No one calls in but Spicoli, which we love, but it's just a variety thing. Although as of lately, Celebrity Sunday has been red hot. Red hot. It's been red hot. Okay, it is a place to be. I should have uploaded screenshots. If you were there, you know, but all of your favorite celebrities were there. It was star-studded. We had Lolito. We had Hermaxer. All your favorites. Look at that puppy. Meow. Meow. Speaking of meow, our friend Mark Fusion, who's also in our gang of bitches, he was out in the wild today. And he was visiting with a cougar. And I'm not talking this flavor. I'm talking the animal, the big scary tiger-like animal that can really fuck you up. And do you know what else can fuck you up? Fuck, I ripped it up. But when I said, let's go to a war, I had someone in mind. Do we have an update on the war chief? Mark Fusion, I feel like he just wants to smoke weed and watch like true crime and like horror adjacent things on YouTube, which she falls under, and as do I. Hey, what's up? Hi. Also, is there enough room for this situation? Multi-bets? Whoa. I'll leave it up to the moderators which one is gonna be the winner. I guess we could do a poll. Actually, shout out at Mark Fusion. He also has tons of old like Thorpe content from like back when me and Grace were friends, like old before the wool was lifted over my or whatever from my eyes. He has a lot of cool content and a lot of cool clips, and he does some IRL stuff. And he's the one who connected me to the lovely Bethadone, which I love. Because I'm always on the lookout. I want us all to like build up our own little community. Something like what Keemstar wants to do with the Lolcow universe, but like a universe of just people who freely associate and aren't like bound in exploiting each other, but like work together to all of our own benefit. You know, I feel like there's some way that like concept applies. Like Keemstar has business savvy. He has an awareness on how to be and lean into his character. He has an awareness of how it's better in a lot of situations for people to perceive you as stupid. Because it lets you evade accountability at every corner. But what is accountability? What is it? What does it really look like? No, because I don't want to like, I want to support Grace on her journey with War Chief. I actually do. I think it's great that they're getting space. They desperately need it. And I just think it'll be good for her to get some outside experience. Ben has lived his life. He got to be a person. Grace hasn't really fully done that, you know, and a lot of people want to see her do that, even though she's a total bitch and says nasty shit about me and lies about people I care about and so on and so forth. We all know. We all know, for the most part, there's some new people who are occasionally confused, but I'm looking at that as more of a sport. Also, shout outs. Thank you, Foil Grim Timmy. Gifted 1 Ruby Spacek membership. Thank you. Also had to put my phone off Do Not Disturb. It was like blowing up, but I didn't want the song to get interrupted. I've had like my little system for intro songs is pretty rigged and silly and probably not the best way to do it, but I just do things the way I do, and I just somehow make it all work, kind of. Our money in the house, our money in the building. What was I about to do? Oh yeah, I'm turning my phone on disturb mode. It was on do not disturb. Now it's on disturb mode. And truly, quite frankly, I feel disturbed every time my phone rings. I really do. You're in hell pretending not to be Ruby? Well, if I were actually in hell, that would probably be the only way to deal. But also, I don't think I'm in hell. I live in a beautiful apartment downtown. I work in a lovely bookstore. I have a little YouTube thing going on. I have friends and family that I occasionally don't shut out entirely. There's no coming back from what you did. What did I do? All right, people, urgent. Jamie wants attention right now. What, are you horny for mommy? At least he's giving us variety. Just typing oof every once in a while was getting stale, especially since it's, how old are you typing this? Oof. In a young woman's chat? The gall. Yeah, what did I do? What did I do? I'm literally curious. Horny for mommy Grace? I know. We know you've literally said on stream that you're in love with this bitch. And that's fine. Actually, I've seen you be someone who's defended her at points. I've seen you be someone who has creeped her out at points. I don't really know what the deal is. I am just in my live and let live, spread the love. And speaking of that, Stevie, what is up? Home Dog Stevie with The Wire as his fucking pick because he's elite. He's of the upper class, upper echelons of taste. Oof, Jeremy getting told. I told you guys, what did I do? What did I fucking do in the beginning of this stream? I was using symbols to communicate something. Was it not clear? I'm sorry, but I really struggle to feel embarrassment. And I think that's why I excel in streaming at times. Excel is maybe a stretch, but Ruby is a China. All right, we don't need to talk about any, especially that kind of racial slur. I could never be me to say that. That would be really socially bizarre. I meant, whoa. Ruby making me horny. What are you fucking Fernando the other day? When you asked me horny, yes or no? And I said no. The only thing I'm horny is like, I'm horny in a spiritual and like vibrant, full of life way. I'm horny. I'm ready to rock with the world. Do you catch my drift, my brother? Exactly. Some people catch the drift. Some people miss it. Oof. Anyway, what are we watching, folks? Someone update me. Someone direct me.
Probably 85% would say that you guys were saying that I'm worshiping Satan or something, or I'm a Satan.
Okay. I am not doing any witchcraft. I'm actually so against that I once called into Lockout Queens because I was having this really paranoid feeling that they were opening some kind of portal to hell through tarot cards, which, let's be real, my prophecy came true at fucking Fat Camp from Hell. I forget where I was going with that. Where do I need to unprivate that video? Oh, so I called into their stream to try to say like, hey, last warning, please don't do that right now. Because I'm suspicious, or not suspicious. Yeah, I'm suspicious, but I'm also superstitious. Ruby only does witchcraft when it actually... No. If by witchcraft you mean reading the Bible and praying for better outcomes for everyone in the world, then I suppose that you could call witchcraft. I did bite the apple of knowledge, you know, and that's why we've been having the existential crisis, and that's been going on since I was 11, by the way. I normally just take it, but I feel communicative. You had a YouTuber role in the LCU? Yes. I mean, when I was allowed to be there, when Keem wasn't freaking out, banning me every 2 seconds for hurting his feelings or something. Well, it makes sense now. Yeah, if you guys could just follow. I'm really trying to make sense. And I think I can communicate in a confusing way, like a super confusing way. Like thinking about like someone who doesn't know me at all, just walking in, I can just see confusion, hostility. I get it. Ben wants to open Ava's portal. That's true. Guess where? I mean, good for him. He's doing some streaming. I wasn't sure if he was gonna. Actually, I'm not even sure if he was streaming or if he just called in. I mean, he's still putting himself out there, making some content at least. And I think they have a funny dynamic back and forth. And I think people should encourage them and in their separate escapades. I don't know. I have obviously incredibly mixed feelings on those people. Some witches use the Bible to cast spells. Ben's infatuated. Well, yes, yes. I would agree with that. I mean, yeah. Ben had a great idea to stream snipe with Ava. Oh, wait. I need to see if there's War Chief, okay? Is War Chief on? I don't get it. War Chief. Did this collab implode already? Let's see. Did they meet up? War Chief is incredibly. Where is he? Is he on? I wanted to react to that. War Chief. Oh, he is. Yes. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I'm moving in on your man. Get your demonic rest, bitch. I'm moving in on your man. I know you got to nap with Hormaxer and it was super epic, but watch out. Because he said he likes cougars. And he also thought it was all bonuses. Because that's my boy. When they were listing off, first off, which is lies. I've never been a prostitute. Or, I mean, yes, it's true. I did OnlyFans for like a week with my ex. That's the only content you'll see of me with another human being on the internet doing that kind of stuff. I'm honestly so jealous. Ruby, do you think Grace is going to date War Chief? I don't know, but they obviously, I think they were like, they're cruel to people who are kind to them, but they love people who are mean to them. And Grace had like openly told me before that she doesn't really know how to not be like enemies with someone. She doesn't know how to communicate in a way that isn't on that hostile level, which is kind of crazy. And unfortunate, you know, but I want to encourage her in just hanging out with other people. And I actually think they have a really funny dynamic, you know, so I hope it doesn't like totally combust. All right, let's see what Papa War Chief is doing. I mean, yeah, I'm a 35-year-old fucking recovering addict. I'm not trying to be the sexiest young bitch right now. I don't care. I had a good run of being like a cute hot person. I monetized it. I got lots of attention. I'm good. Okay, let the young women shine. That's beautiful. Let me bask in their beauty. That's good for me. Okay, Ruby is so demonically hot recently. Oh, don't. Oh my gosh. Okay, don't. We're on. I'm still on my God stuff. I'm still really trying to believe, read the Bible, pray, and I still have like a spiritual experience. I'm just mega confused, you know, on those things. Ruby's cool, so you guys have weird taste. For 40, yeah, I just want to look good for what I am. Why is that not good enough for anyone? Why can't I just look good for what I am? Like, I'm delivering visual. It doesn't need to be the hottest young punani, okay? And let's be real. They want mommy anyway. But guess what? They can't have it. Because I've been celibate ever since I hooked up with that much younger guy named Ben that combusted that whole bridge, basically. And that was, I don't know, like 9 months ago. The baby's coming. I really want to believe. I've always just like struggled. I don't know, but I've been smoking weed. We really don't need to get into the God thing right now. I'm here for the anarchy. I'm here for the fun. I'm here for the chief. W Young Pen. I just really had no clue how much that would freak them out. Like, I had just gotten like dumped by my ex. I was completely heartbroken, and it's just like a trick to get over someone really quickly is just hook up with a random person. So I did it and it worked, and I moved on, and now I'm done in that whole market. Take over, people. Have my share of the sexual marketplace value, because you know, like I said, I'm enjoying the little droplets that I can squeeze out. Okay. I watched some of it at the bookstore, and I was like trying to like participate and like be interactive and chat. And like every time I'd be like typing something, a customer would come up and I'd have to do something. So I didn't get to watch a lot of it. I knew Stevie. I was thinking of you because I was choosing between 2 ropes, and I was like, ooh, maybe I'll do like a robe show. And then I was like, oh my god, Stevie would literally fucking die. Another elite taste fact about Stevie is that he has great taste in pajamas and streamers. He's one of the pioneers. Tell him. All right, I'm going to share the screen so that we can all see what I'm looking at right now. Like Lalo, who knows what I'm looking at? Did I see the kiss? Did I not? I did another poll today because I care about this. And 80% of people now say they think Lalo's lying about not seeing the kiss at first. So that's actually an improvement. His appearance on Celebrity Sunday improved his poll numbers by 20% in the court of public opinion. So, let's see what the...
Who the fuck do I kill? Who do I need to kill someone.
Whoa!
In game.
Already ready to kill?
Oh, wait, I can't kill him. Oh, what am I doing?
Oh, she saw me moving in. Thorpe tube in the chat. Thorpe tube in the chat. Abort.
Holy shit, I'm retarded.
Is he a sociopath? I like to prefer to see the best in people and hope that they have
Next song.
intentions broadly, but this little...
Who's next? Was it a Yuma Dog or Mandy? No, it was Yuma Dog. No, it was Zexer.
What is this game that literally everyone's playing? Maybe I'll just do that. I don't fucking know. What? I thought Low Desert Trivia tomorrow is not today, Monday. I didn't know she was streaming. Otherwise, I would have just been watching that in bed probably. I wouldn't have felt the need to step. And also, I got a boost of energy after work, so I was like, let's
5 on the dot.
Let's sit up and watch something instead of lying down and watching something. Lowe's doing a gaming stream? Are you fucking kidding me? Oh. Dude, well, this happens. This happens, actually. It happens a lot. Oh my god. Where, I'm sorry to alert you all, but I'm very popular and my friends are very talented and hardworking. So unfortunately, there are going to be overlaps. It's not some weird like thing or like competition. It's just happens to be that way. You know, we all support each other. It's all love. I really don't get that energy from like any of my bitches. But I don't know, maybe I'm just not operating on a level of energy that other people are. And it works for me in the same way that like Adam isn't operating on a level of energy that people are. And it like works for him and against him. I think I might have something similar. I know. I'm just saying chat always tries to make it some weird thing. Like yesterday, Ava was streaming during Celebrity Sunday and everyone was like, oh my God, another, because the Thorpes have pushed this narrative of like Ava sneak dissing me. And it's just, it's a non-thing. You know, I love Ava. I think she's an amazing performer and I love our streaming friendship and collaboration, you know, and I'm excited to keep doing more things with that. And guess what, bitch? Guess what, bitch? Guess what, bitch? We were both streaming at the same damn time and we were both pulling numbers. We were both pulling numbers. Okay, so I ain't worried about that. Because the person that I measure myself against too is also, it's myself against myself. You know, I'm just always trying to be better than I was and do better. And there's a lot of different metrics for that, you know. I'm way too drunk. Well, I shouldn't just yell like don't drink, you know. Ava did his Ruby. So Ruby's getting her. What? Also, Ava's not streaming either. She was streaming earlier, unless I'm ill-informed because I haven't totally explored what the online situation is right now. I just set this up, so I didn't really check YouTube or anything. Anyway, the only people who make it weird are chat, and then I address it, which makes it seem like, oh, is it? And it's like, not. we're all doing a lot. Often we have like similar like activity patterns, or like, you know, all of us also have jobs. So there's like limited time slots we could be streaming, you know. So I predicted Ava and Ben team up. I support it because I really do want to encourage both of them to, I think they both would do better apart in their streaming careers, because no one wants to support that enterprise as a unit. People want to watch it and want to gawk at it, but I don't see it being like a lucrative enterprise. I don't know why they can't just like be like normal adults and like just live in their own homes like normal adults do, and, you know, individuate and whatnot. Why? I honestly, as a fellow addict and person like who fucks up a lot, he's been entertaining. I relate to him in some ways. I like how he just doesn't give a fuck about anything. And it's, you know, I think he's been a very fun collab for them. I've been really enjoying the contrast of their different energies, you know, because they just call each other out for everything constantly. And it's just like constant, you know, what are we doing here? Yeah, I overshare too. It is what it is. Lalo, bro, that's not cool. You gotta, I don't know. People are so like loose with their word. Can I just state publicly, I value honesty. I really prefer to like not lie in any situation. If I've ever been incorrect, I would like to publicly correct it, you know. And yeah, I really, people just lie with such ease so frequently. I don't think they realize the impact of it. And I feel like it's just easier and like more satisfying to just like try to be honest and fast track connection with someone else who's having a similar experience. I don't know. It just seems like the better route. But you know, this is obvious to a lot of people. You're you know, no one's talking. I'm just talking at a computer, but recovering addicts. Recovering addicta. So I had to live a lie in a lot of ways. And I'm at a point where there's nothing I need to hide from anyone anywhere. Everything's out there. All the worst things have happened. And it's a very liberating feeling to just be in that, and it's whatever. And I'm glad for the people who are into it. And I'm also glad for the haters. They're great for the algorithm, and I like the spice. Sometimes it's too spicy. But yeah, I don't think I have the emotional like battery right now to navigate all of his like constant like mind games and manipulation and insult and power games. It's never a normal interaction, which can be interesting to navigate conversationally and it can make for an interesting stream. So, but I just don't have it in me like at the moment. You know, I'm pretty drained from work, and I streamed it a couple times earlier, but I thought we could all watch some stuff together. I want to see what's up with our chief. See, look, you want to know how to make Grace go live? Just watch me go live, and she will go live with
Hope
me.
you at least get 2 fists of vodka in case Grace tries hiding one from you.
I'm just kidding. I mean, it's like true in some ways, but she's obviously on an IRL collab trip. They're going to be going live, so I don't actually think that's weird.
She hasn't even showered. Jesus Christ.
This is why we're like, Adam, that's hilarious. He hasn't even showered. Jesus Christ. That's an appropriate reaction, honestly. And I love it. I think it's funny. Look at this Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah, that shit's gone.
Oh, I don't know anything about that, but I have to be careful because unfortunately people like the Thorpes encourage others to mass report me for stupid shit. I also love how they've threatened to call the police on Adam like 8 separate times, and Adam's threatened to call the police on them. It's been so extra the whole time. And I have a short attention span in a lot of ways, so that shiny, ridiculous object is captivating my attention. That's funny though.
Okay, wait.
Well, Adam told me that he has been retaining his semen for 7 months.
Also, like the whole.
What up, Ruby?
You couldn't write the shit. He's on semen retention. He's on semen retention. He's on semen retention. He does not jerk off so he can retain his semen to have like a mask. He's so horny. He's literally just been in Grace's chat like, are we going to fuck? I got the hotel for us. When are we fucking? Oh my God. You didn't even shower. You didn't even wash your ass for me, bitch. I don't want them necessarily to go with that route, but like, I think it's funny for like an on-stream kind of like weird bickering relationship.
Oh my God, a washcloth? Is she fucking nuts?
It's so funny when he was roasting her.
I mean, I was
Come on,
kinda
people.
waiting for him
Obviously,
to
I'm gonna
text
enjoy
for
this.
a little while after that stream ended, and then he didn't. And he said if I texted him again, I was blocked. So
True. They're always like encouraging people to do that, but then get like
went to sleep
weird and
'cause I was like,
pissy
okay,
about
I
it.
can-
And even though they restream me every day for like 6 months, the second I do it, it's a big fucking deal. And oh, we carry your content. Yeah, I mean, lately, thank you. I appreciate it. I do. I have
No
been
apple
enjoying some of the
fresh,
Bye,
content.
Rainbow Foreman, never come back. Thank you.
I don't think it's worth the cost of, anyone's mental health, but the content is
Yeah,
content.
I'm gonna go down there.
You're
to
like
see
it
the
or not.
outside. I'm gonna get the inhaler, and I'll be fine. I'll be fine. No more complaining. Fine.
She could get it together. She's just been in a horrific
What's wrong with
situation
the
with Ben,
washcloth? It's not like
for
you're
so
gonna have
long.
sex.
Dude, they've been banning people like
I mean,
I
fuck,
felt like I was
basic
taking it
hygiene, bro.
too seriously.
how it's just always the hypocrisy always astounds me because I'll like believe their lies, like, oh, they don't really ban people,
I don't know if
and
you
then
guys
they
watched
just flip
Ava's
it like
stream,
on
but
it like
I'm kind
the
of glad
dumbest
he did it
reason.
and not me. Because
I was being just
you know,
nice in chat, being like, "How is the trip?" or something. They're like, "Get rid of it."
I was in a bad place. I just
What am I looking up
just
right
think
now?
I maybe over dramatized things in my head because just the way he was putting stuff, like it's like okay, like he was just.
Oh, I was gonna post mine.
He wasn't really that mad. I thought he was really mad. And it really freaked me out. And I gotta stop doing that to him and think he was really mad. And it's just I over dramatize and I infantilize.
Right?
myself.
She's been outside for like she must
I'm
be
glad I didn't do the
exhausted.
stream 'cause it wouldn't just
I
be
know,
me,
I know, I know,
being-
TS.
Being tired. I think it was the right move.
Why is she not at the hotel? She's been there for hours. What is going on?
I will say, just while I have my cigarette though, I do think that
I don't know. I thought they were in the same location.
no, I don't understand. I always feel like
I don't know. I have no idea what's going on. I've been at
God
work
damn
until
it, bro.
like just now.
I guess I just have to toughen up because I just feel like he's.
Oops, am I
I
even like
just feel like
showing
he's
this
being.
screen? What am I showing?
Is she talking about me or Ben? I don't understand.
It should be clear.
I
That's a
still
red
feel
flag
like
right
he's
there. The fact that it's unclear.
And he doesn't seem to think that's true. And I guess I'm just like over dramatic about the whole thing.
Bro, guys, go in her chat and tell her to
I guess
fucking that
I
she's a
just, like,
grown woman.
Maybe it's just inappropriate.
Why is this like weird right now? It's like tiny. Dude, get me back full screen. I hate this. Why is it like that? Dude, kick sucks dick. Did he just sign off? Oh my god. Oh my god. Bro. Dude, I hate it when I accidentally put in like a whole new window and now I tapped it fucked up. Oh my god, I'm not even fucking in my computer.
I'm just having my cigarette, okay? Yes, well, I'm getting up.
Dude, I hate the internet. I need like a laptop with a fucking can't see anything.
I gotta get ready for the cucumber.
Don't talk
Like,
about the
dude,
mother.
dude, I feel like Ben
of
did
your
that on
children.
purpose to like make it to like give her the ick by intentionally associating this childlike cartoon with his penis so that she'll have that in the back of her head and it'll give her the ick. Do you guys think I'm right? That kind of seems like a viable theory to me in this moment. Like, I don't think it would be the craziest thing. He's
Oh, she's
extremely
jealous as
Women
fuck.
all the time.
She's jealous as fuck.
of Ava and
Oh
Ben.
shit, she's
Do
jealous.
not grape Adam.
She is jealous as fuck.
I know, right? It's working. He plays her like a fiddle. I saw her just like repeat his like framing like within 2 seconds. Even chat was just like manipulated, and then she's like, "How am I brainwashed?"
How does it feel to
This
be
is
reduced? I don't think that's a
wild.
reduction. I think that's
This
an
might be really
increase.
boring. You know, I don't think so, but I did say that I did kind of want people to A-log it.
You missed what she said about you. Oh, what did she say?
But I, you know,
Was it anything
don't
beyond
be
the usual
appreciative.
like
I
your
like
horror
A-logging
bad?
Avacon. I don't know why they wouldn't. Or Lalo. I don't know why Ava cut Lalo off.
I have
In that
Lolo. I have
stream.
Lolo on like.
He thinks. my
Look at
mom
us. We're
lied
like
about,
3 people watching each other. This is so weird.
Adam. So I don't know why he doesn't do that.
Wait. Oh, she's there.
This is so fucking dumb, bro. For real, TS?
I don't get why they aren't together. It's like he's streaming out of a prison.
So you're trying to get Adam A-logged? Well, both of us. Both of us.
Oh.
What does
I'm the one
A-log
that
mean again?
right?
I
keep
I
forgetting
always
the
forget the
definition.
actual meaning. Is it just like
I don't
any
know.
reaction stream is
Some fucking
A-logging?
people do
Like,
it. I don't know what
I
to
forget. I watched like a whole thing on it too. She's in a nice hotel chilling. Oh, okay. We thought she was on the street. We thought she was on the street. She's probably getting some rest. Okay, that's good. I
Watch
literally
it.
thought she was like on the street for like 10 hours. That would be crazy. I don't really know the IP2 people. I don't have time to follow.
chain
every
smoker
stream.
and
Streams are
alcohol
so
fall
long to, like
off.
cut through. It's like
True. I mean, is she getting ready or what, bro? Like, what's good? Go on her, guys. Go on her fucking chat and tell her.
dude. Oh, she's just like fucking around with Ben on the phone and freaking out or something.
I could never not shower. I was very tired.
W, my dog. W, my dog.
All right.
I know, you
The
guys,
show on the road.
dude.
You hear that?
Yeah, I mean, I thought she was gonna shower for
Where's
him.
my inhaler? Where is my inhaler? What this? Okay.
It means to document and log someone.
Everyone
on
spam
all
one.
their
Everyone spam
faults-
one. Everyone spam.
on all their faults and missteps to laugh at them. It's like an old still. Do you guys think this is A-logging right now? I feel like it's more reaction because I don't really feel particularly hateful right now. But obviously, Grace has been extremely hurtful to me and my family before. So there's some, obviously I have like some negative feelings towards her in that regard. But ultimately, putting that aside, I really do want to see her separate and like find herself and make good content and have fun. I think the War Chief stuff is fun. I've been enjoying, like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just mind melted from the internet. I don't fucking know. A-log is more kind of like what Ben and Grace did to me when they said they were following me to the Prudential Center. They drove to New Haven looking for me while I was like, getting my train. They even uploaded a video of them inside of the train station that was a fake, but they went that far just to fuck with me, then said that they were in Newark. And then I coincidentally got removed from the K-pop concert that I had gone to see. And I wonder if Grace even thinks at all about how terrorizing it is to be like a female streaming, doing all this IRL like on your own, traveling, trying to figure out shit, and then also to have people like literally fucking with you and stalking you the whole time. Yeah, mine melted. because I don't know. I have like such mixed feelings on the situation, and even drawing entertainment out of like a struggling alcoholic. But at the end of the day, we're all putting ourselves out there. People draw entertainment about my fucked up life, but I try to keep it like humanized. I don't want to get like bitter and evil, you know. So I hope chat will let me know if I get too mean. I mean, that's what Lo is great for. She's really helped me reel it in because yeah, she doesn't have empathy for other people. Yeah, I think they really don't. But that's them. That doesn't change how I'm gonna treat people. Like, even though she doesn't have empathy for me, I can still have empathy for her. Just as a human being who was raised by Ben and never had a chance, I would be curious to see who she is on her own, what her own behavior would be like, because Ben has constantly scrambled her brain, you know, and encouraged her worst impulses, just fostered that nastiness. It's sick. It's the sickest thing I've ever seen. That's why it's really hard to turn away from. And then you add in the fact that they've been obsessed with me, restreaming me, fucking with me, showing up at my house, showing up at my job, doing all this crazy shit. Yeah, you got my attention. I'm fucking watching. I'm fucking cooked, baby. I'm cooked. I just want to enjoy.
He's just an innocent little choir boy.
I
I
know,
pray
a
she
lot of
never
people
goes back. I
struggle, but
agree. She's got good legs.
there's
The
a lot
kind
of
where
people
she
who are
can
still
walk.
like sympathetic to her too, though. She has some people who are
She's like,
sympathetic. I mean, mentally, yeah, it's scary how much it's just replicated. But it also makes
for
for
a
an
survey, I
interesting
asked people what
context. It's
soap
like,
they use in the
what's up
shower.
with this
90.
girl with this like
Jesus
weirdo
Christ.
man like brain and like this total dysfunction? I say as a peer, dysfunctional peer. These people don't understand. I'm just in a different mindset of them, where I don't view these things as like super value added. I view everyone as generally trying their best, you know, to get by without hurting other people. But it's been a learning experience. Some people really are actively trying to hurt other people for entertainment. True. It's really sad. But it is, you know, I get dysfunctional behavior. I get it. And I've even leaned into like being too nasty online. Absolutely. All right, I'm gonna attempt to chat again with
Try and
that
get a
advice
sneaky
really
worn
quick.
t-shirt or something. You'll be huffing that for years. She'll put a spell on you. Grace seriously believes her mom that her bullied so bad. It's torture.
All right, I just asked.
What are you guys gonna do? Ruby, I want to take her out to a. Are you fighting or is it just how you guys are? What do you mean?
You're constantly throwing shade
We're
at
all
each
burner.
other.
You call her a retard every 2 minutes. It's working though. Yeah, she likes it.
It's interesting. It's an interesting dynamic, and you wonder if what are like the real feelings there. Like,
No, Ruby, I want to go get her an inhaler.
ooh, got that inhaler in. You're like, I would never alog or like call to her hotel and like try to do fucked up shit like that. Even though she's done that to me, I prefer to not engage in that activity. Even though there's that minor temptation, like, oh, they did that to me, I'll do that to them.
Grace is in full depression.
That's how you
bitch
race
mode.
to the bottom of
Guys,
humanity. And
she
it's
needs
really
a couple
bad.
shots. I'm telling you.
I can feel something. You can have fun without doing all that weird shit, right? Let's all elevate together. I can feel something saying, I really
Okay, guys, I gotta go piss. Everyone go in her chat and
all right.
I don't know.
All right, I think we got the
Convince her.
I'm gonna put it mute for a second because I can, and because I want to, and because even though it's a great song, we love Cher, and we love. Do they have a couple name yet? War Chief and Grace, Adam and Grace. Oh, is it Gradam? Adam Ace. I don't know. One last bitter jab, though, to remind the new people. She also encouraged people to mace us when we were in Vegas doing our first IRL, which they tried to sabotage every step. They go beyond just like watching it and criticizing. Like, that's fine. That's great. Let's all criticize each other. I just don't like when they take it to the level of fucking with me, fucking with my family, looking at my brother's grave to piss on. Like, in real life, that's just how they are. It's like nothing. I've never seen such levels of like sadism. All because I offered this bitch a place to stay, for fuck's sake, and didn't lie to cover up the fact that she had a black eye. Sorry. Holy shit. I know. Satan. Demon. Oh my god. Yeah. Come on, War Chief. You know that we want the War Chief cam.
Or white shirt. Wait. Maybe white shirt. Hold up. No,
Oh,
yeah. Definitely white shirt. Definitely white shirt.
Your hair is hollow gold. Lips sweet surprise.
All right, I'm going back to reading it. Oh, wait, I want to see if he responds to what I said. Oh, he's naked. Yeah, that was incredibly fucked up. And I've never experienced that level of growth before, honestly. It's shocking. And the fact that my mom found it too is horrible. You know, we had to take down like all of our family. All for what? All for what? Like level of hatred. It's bizarre, but I hope they can like cool their fucking jets. All right, let's see what else is out right now, because let's see. I want it. Can someone let me know when they meet up? Because I want to see that. I'd like to see that. T-Wag, sweetie, please remind me. War Chief's belly button. Dude! Yeah, I saw that. Did you guys see the short I posted? It was just a clip of War Chief's kick, which was like incredibly iconic. All right, let's see what. Oh, I didn't see the Hormaxer airport footage. I don't know if anyone has it uploaded anywhere. I can't deal with kick. It's too annoying. What can I look at that's not going to totally copyright fuck me? Ooh, the abuser's playbook. Let's go. Let's find out how to abuse. How to stop being manipulated. Yes. I get manipulated. Yeah, I'm pretty easy.
Actually, the most important piece of information is not the truth. The most important piece of information is what am I feeling? Because they're operating trying to control me. The more that you tap into,
I think he's brilliant,
understand what you're feeling, and the more that you can step a little bit away from it and not let those feelings control you, the more in control you'll be able to be, and the more you'll be able to detect their BS. So if you really think about it, the ability to protect yourself against deception is one of the most important skills that you can ever develop as a human being. Because the truth of the matter is that not everyone will.
What do you think, Chad? I kind of agree with that. Like, especially now more than ever that like all media is like hyper manipulated and narratives are hyper manipulated and everyone's in their own little echo chamber. Like, I don't know. I guess I'm not really good at telling people I'm lying. I don't know. I don't even know if I thought I was, but like maybe on some level, I have no idea. Chat, do you think I'm easy to manipulate? Type 1 if easy to manipulate. Type 2 if hard to manipulate. I guess it depends on what the thing is. I mean, I couldn't be manipulated back into supporting, Ben and Grace after they tried like for a really long time and even resorted to extremely hostile measures,
will be honest to you. Sometimes people will lie to you. Sometimes people will take advantage of you. And this is something that I've seen so much in my business. Whether this is people in romantic relationships who their partner is being unfaithful and they're lying to them. They're sort of trying to cover things up. Or even in the corporate setting, I've seen this a lot when someone's like, oh yeah, I'll let the partners know that you made a really important contribution to this project. And then of course they take all the credit for themselves. And every single patient or client or even like psychiatry resident that I've taught this to has said that this is one of the most useful things that I've ever taught them. And people are like, why don't we learn this stuff in schools? This is such a critical skill to be able to detect deception. But that's not what we teach our kids, right? What do we teach our kids? We teach our kids not how to detect a liar, but, oh, you shouldn't lie because the boy who cried wolf lied and see he was punished. Our strategy as a human race is to try to delude and condition kids into being honest, as opposed to trying to teach the skill of detecting deception. Absolutely wild. So let's start by understanding why human beings lie to begin with. See, we think that developing a BS meter or being able to detect lies isn't really possible because in order to combat lies, what you need is truth or facts. Right. And we have the profession of law enforcement where they try to catch people in a lie.
Not as easy
but
as
they have a tool that
like what the ultimate truth about reality and things are and why people communicate, what people's true motives are. Everything is so incredibly layered and complex.
You or I don't have, which is the ability to investigate. They can get warrants, they can get subpoenas, they do interviews, they'll collect all kinds of information. They can look at what's on your phone and try to catch you out in a lie. But most human beings, psychiatrists included, don't really have investigative powers. And so we make a big mistake in assuming that we need facts to catch a lie, but we actually don't. In order to understand how, we have to understand how liars think when people are BSing us, because it's not necessarily a lie. It can be omitting the truth.
How would I know if you're easy to manipulate? It's not like anyone here ever actually has a conversation with you. What do you mean? I feel like I'm very interactive with my audience. Am I not? Like, I guess it depends on the stream, but also I've met other streamers and interacted with them. I don't know if I fully understand, but maybe I'm being manipulated right now. I'm trying to like be a little more vigilant in that regard. I've always been a very just like open, accepting, kind of usually assuming people have good interests or at least like non-hostile. It's new for me. I just really never encountered pure unadulterated malice. Because the evil I encountered, it was like desperate junkies, but I've never encountered just pure malice. That was a new thing, and I'm still trying to understand it. And it's useful to understand because there are, perhaps 3 to 5% of the population that is operating without the same capacity for empathy that the rest of humans have, and they're going to forever feel out of sync, confused, and hostile towards each other because they don't have the same like social and emotional awareness and understanding to process like actual empathy and not just cognitive empathy. But I think this like wanting to see the best and also really wanting to give chances and redemption because I'm someone who's fucked up a lot. So of course I like tend to want to give people chances because I am grateful for the people who've given me chances, Ruby's saying the street junkies are better than us. What? Are you manipulating me right now? I don't even know what you're fucking talking about. I appreciate that because that's basically the only guiding like motive on my channel is I wanted to try to have something that felt authentic to me and see what happens. Like, and I did it under an alias, I wanted to just see what happened. I don't know. Whatever. Like, this is a big social experiment. Oh my God, I started a YouTube channel. Oh, please. We've all known this for a while. You are purely an agent of chaos. And I don't get what is up with you, like guys who think it's cool to hang out on Discord and just go around like trying to make other people miserable. I just don't get it. Like these like gangs of like people who go around doing that. I'm like, what? I'm genuinely like super curious about it because I find I'm super curious about any like bizarre social behavior.
What's their goal? How are they operating? Hey, y'all, if you're interested in applying some of the principles that we discuss to your life to actually create change, check out Dr. K's Guide to Mental Health. The guide synthesized my years of training as a monk, along with years of clinical experience as a psychiatrist, to cover common topics like meditation,
Discord
ADHD, and
is
trauma. The guides
exactly
include
how it
over
sounds.
100 additional
Full
videos
Discord.
that can be navigated based on your needs or interests, or in a more open, choose-your-own adventure format. The guides are now available in the YouTube store below. And if they're a little bit outside of your price point, you can check out a piece of them with our free resource packs, which are also linked below. So definitely check them out.
Dude,
So this is the
like,
first thing to
quite
understand.
literally.
Lying is
There's
about
always
control,
so much
right? So
going
why do we
on
lie?
there.
We
And then,
lie
like,
because if
people
I
who
tell
aren't
the
on it are
truth,
like, what?
there will be
Like, and
these
I'm like, I don't know how to
consequences.
explain
There
all
will be
brain
these behaviors. And when someone
layers
lies
of
to
your
you,
message.
what are they trying to control? They're trying to control you. Right? So they're telling you one version of the truth, omitting another version of the truth
Oh,
so
but I
that you
also,
act this
I
way
don't say this as an
instead
excuse.
of
I say it as a description. I experience what's described. It doesn't justify any behavior that follows. I'm just describing something that I personally experience, which is like this pathological demand for autonomy and a pathological demand avoidance. So I get freaked out if I feel like someone's, you know, I don't know. Yeah, today was weird. I felt emotionally weird on and off, but broadly okay. At points, I felt extremely depressed, which is unusual. I have not experienced like real depression in a while, but I don't know. And then I'm so forgetful. I forget if I take my meds, and I get to work, I do what I have to do, and go back to the chaos after. I don't fucking know. But overall, I feel like my life is broadly a beautiful gift, and I've been blessed to be someone who experiences a lot of like joy and beauty in just everyday things. I experience a lot of pain every day too, but I experience a lot of beauty and a lot of things I appreciate. It's a common experience for recovered opiate addicts because opiates dull everything, good and bad. Ruby, I used to use Discord every day during the pandemic, just on record label Discords. After all that drama, I took a break in 2 years. Mine's like fairly, I don't know. There's still like a lot of drama, but it's not as bad as like Grace's Discord or something like that. I have a joke. Don't be sensitive. I'm scared. I'm already sensitive today. So why did the gay cross the street? Can't go straight. Yeah, no matter what's happened, at no point, like since, my last relapse, like almost a full year ago, I've had not one desire to use or anything like that. But that's also the reason why I'm celibate. I don't want to risk going through a severe heartbreak where I feel like everything in the world is ending. I can't. I don't have it in me. The heart has been broken enough. It's just barely stuck together. I don't have it in me. Maybe it'll recharge in another 5 years, okay? That's what happened last time. So fuck you. I almost said your name, but I'm good at not doing that. But I get extremely frustrated with how I'm not able to meet like the demands I'm able to meet, how I'm not where I want to be at this point in my life. Obviously, it's picking up a lot of crazy pieces for making a lot of fucked up choices, and I try to own that and not make excuses for it, but also like try to move forward. I feel like I'm pretty open about it. I don't. But this is good shit. Let's learn how to not get manipulated because your girl's at risk.
Act that way. It's the first thing to understand is that we assume that the liar has the power because they have all the facts and we don't have the facts. We don't need the facts. We have the power because the liar is trying to control us.
Is that the answer? I don't get it.
It's all about controlling our behaviors, our thoughts, and our reactions. So you actually have the the majority of what the liar wants, right? They're trying to control you so you actually have the
Like
power. And when it comes
cross-dressing?
down to it, basically, we can use that fundamental
That's a
fact
different phenomenon
that
than being
liars
gay,
are
so
trying
it
to
doesn't really
control our
land for me as
behavior
someone who's knowledgeable
to
on,
modify our behavior. And then what we're going to be doing is observing what the liar does. So what we're going to do is like change the way that we respond to someone who is trying to deceive us and watch what they do as a result. And as we sort of debate them a little bit, as we pretend to believe them, we'll notice that they kind of calm down. And as we pretend not to believe them, we'll notice that their lies will increase, their desperation will increase. So now we get to the first really, really important and probably the hardest skill to developing your BS meter is you need to learn how to step outside of a conversation. So most of the time when I'm interacting with someone, let's say I'm worried that my partner is cheating on me, I'm so emotionally engaged in the conversation. I'm emotionally disturbed. I'm not really able to take a step back and look at things objectively. They're pulling my strings like a puppet, right? They're activating my emotions. And so like it kind of becomes this default, like you're kind of like in it with them.
I see the critiques.
They
say I'm a puppet. They say I'm a sim. All right. I think I have gotten better than initially getting like trolled constantly and like constantly freaking out and rage quitting and crying. I think there's been some progress and the people are seeing it.
Things that we get trained of as psychiatrists is learning how to step outside of a conversation and watch yourself in a conversation.
But this isn't
watch
just
the liar
or
the person who may
like
be BSing
that
you in the
route. He's giving common sense on, like, you can have disagreements on how like modern psychiatry is practiced and like even like some of the roots of like, you know, Freudian theory and like, you know, that way of looking at it. But I don't find this to be very heavy in that kind of theory. It's just more like common sense on like social behavior more so. But I'm not super familiar.
The second thing that's really, really important is usually what liars will do is engage our emotions. So if you look at people like who have antisocial personality disorder or sociopaths, what do they actually do? What is the source of their manipulation? When you've been manipulated in life, what do people actually use to manipulate you? Sometimes they use information, but what's much more common is feelings. So people who are deceptive will use the capacity of cognitive empathy. They don't feel what you feel, but they can predict how to make you feel a certain way. And then they will evoke your emotions in that direction to try to control your behavior. So actually the most important piece of information is not the truth, because they're operating trying to control me. The most important piece of information is, what am I feeling? The more that you tap into understand what you're feeling, and the more that you can step a little bit away from it and not let those feelings control you, the more in control you'll be able to be, and the more you'll be able to detect their BS. So remember that liars are controlling, right? They're trying to control your behavior. And the main mechanism that they use for control is your emotions. So interestingly enough, all we need to do is like be able to detect our emotions and observe the conversation.
They need help with
so step number one,
stuff,
okay?
Like me,
so this is a skill, is step outside of the conversation, right? So what we want to do is we want to observe what they're doing and observe how we feel, okay? Then what's going to happen is we will notice that liars will do one of two things. They will either escalate or de-escalate. So this is kind of how this works. So let's say here's the liar and here's me, right? And there's two tracks. There is either the track of, I believe you. Oh, baby, I would never do anything to hurt you. I love you, right? So they're saying these things. And what they're trying to get us to do is move towards the check mark, move towards the trust. And if we move towards distrust, they will change their tactics, okay? So let's say I say, oh, I don't believe you. Let me see your text messages. And then they'll say, oh, but like, and this is, we'll get to this in more detail, but they'll say, oh, no, like text messages don't prove anything. Some of the texts look bad, right? But baby, I would never hurt you. Look, I got you this gift and I did this for you and I did this for you. So if you express some degree of doubt, right?
This isn't
press
really that
X
groundbreaking
to express.
Let's see what else is on the, oh yeah, what was this? The Abuser's Playbook. What was that? Oh, it fucking long.
Outrageous shit. Like, it's flat earth racist. Like, just start
It's
pulling
flat
all type of
earth
shit.
racist. Yo, bro, is this is flat earth racist, bro? The dome is the firmament. Is the firmament? Does the firmament hate black people or something? Is that why it's so hot? Is that why Africa
is white supremacy in control of climate change? Like she just needs to throw out random
the
shit.
dude's night?
Speaking of white supremacists, your boy got cooked today on John's channel. Felt bad.
No, I haven't watched John Galt
cooked?
forever. I gotta check in on them because they connected me low. I'll be forever grateful for that.
I didn't really tear into him. I just kind of I'm not gonna lie, I kind of just screamed at him, and he was like, "Bro, why do you keep trolling me?" And I was like, "Because I feel like it." And he couldn't. Be Brave couldn't handle that, so he kept trying to give me like fake reasons, saying that I hate him and stuff. I was like, "I don't hate you. I barely know you."
That's his kryptonite. Whenever somebody calls him gay or whatever, he can't take it. You can get on the internet.
Sorry, I don't know where Low is. So farewell show. Yeah, you know I love my candy. If I'm not eating the real candy, I gotta have my online candy. Oh, you know we love fucking Vacnan. Let's go. Let's just watch this. And someone let me know when War Chief and Grace get together because I do want to watch that.
I want to read to you a segment, an excerpt from the new edition, a book titled "From Dissociation."
Dude, don't do it. Don't do it.
Dissociative Disorders, Past, Present, and Future. Book was published in 2023, so it's very new.
Oh.
I want to read to you what they have to
you know,
say.
like taking breaks. I'm not really good at,
Depersonalization describes a disrupted integration
like,
of
so far, like on a
self-perceptions
stream, like
with a sense of self.
I get anxious and I make sure if
So
like
that
everything I
individuals
never get like right
experiencing
here.
depersonalization are in a subjective state of feeling estranged, detached, or disconnected from their own being. The following are common descriptions of depersonalization experiences. They are actually quoting from an article by Sierra and Berrios, 23 years ago. Feeling strange, as if not real, or as if being cut off from the world. Feeling as if parts of one's own body do not belong
Ruby,
to oneself.
back to talking about
Having
you.
the feeling of being detached.
I
a detached
know
observer of
I don't
oneself,
have it in me
including
at
the
all.
feeling of being outside of one's body or watching oneself from a distance.
I quite literally do. I don't have it in me to do the mental gymnastics and all that stuff. I don't have it in me. I'm here to be peaceful, and we can all watch stuff and be peaceful.
Perceiving the body as very light, as if floating on air. Perceiving one's own voice as remote.
Oh, Low?
Feeling detached.
Oh,
autobiographical memories.
I thought you were
as if
talking
not
about
having
Grace,
been
and I was like,
involved
oh
in
my
them.
god.
Not feeling any affection towards
Wait,
family.
let me see
or
if I can
close
even
friends.
do that without fucking my
Feeling
shit.
as if
Let's see what
not.
happens. Oops, okay, let me go back. I've never tried joining someone else's StreamYard while on my StreamYard. Like, I don't think people understand. I'm not faking. I really struggle to do anything. All right, let me get back where I was.
I really care that much. White people don't even fucking care about their own people.
Go ahead. Sorry. EAE asks, what advice would I give my viewers when trying to bag a
they have a skinny
light-skinned
bad bitch
baddie?
now. That's what's
Be yourself. No, I would say be yourself. Don't try to like put on an act or somebody obviously that you're not. Like that shit's corny. Go for the girl that or go for the person. I wouldn't say girl. Go for the person that I feel like
bro, it's all
compatible with your person. Bro, who the fuck is talking? Who's talking? Who is talking?
Wow, writer saying ban me. Ban you.
I'm done.
Keep going.
I can't tell if I'm muted. I can't tell if I was muted or not.
He just joined the VC, didn't he? I don't even think he heard what the fuck was going on. Just continue.
I was gonna let you know.
Dude, are the men ruining it again? Why do the people? Lo needs to watch this with me. Lo, call in here.
Rolling up something,
I don't know how to call into yours.
and you kind of missed each other.
Lo, are you gonna continue?
So Universal, if you can hear me, I'm not being rude.
Oh, I didn't realize, King, that was you talking. Gosh.
No, I hear you. Anyways,
I can't even tell.
where was
Oh
I
my
at?
God.
Be true to yourself. You know,
On
be
OBS.
healed. Be
I don't know how to
healed, 'cause
do
It
that.
doesn't matter for a light skin or white, black, baddie. It doesn't matter. Be a healed person. Don't come in trying to bring in no extra fucking baggage.
I can't. I don't know how to take.
And yeah,
that
I mean,
and do
really, just
that.
like be an actual considerate person, like with the
I
right
know,
intentions.
I suck at the
if all your
Discord.
intentions
Is
is to
Discord
fuck
now?
or use someone, take advantage of someone,
I
it's
thought we were
not
StreamYard
gonna
bitches
probably end
together.
in the best circumstances. So I would just say,
She's
do the best that you
upgraded to fucking
can.
Discord.
Appreciate your
She's learning how to use
singleness,
OBS,
and
that's
when you
why
do
this
find
bitch
a
is gonna
baddie, take
make
care
it
of her.
on these
Period.
tough streets.
Treat her like
real.
you do when you first meet her. If it's 5 years down the line, treat her like you did in the first fucking week. Okay, romance is still alive.
Women separate is still alive. Are you saying this at the same time? 5 years ago, Miss Nancy. Happening.
Yeah, I gotta take care of these men. We gotta clear the streets. Sorry, King, but the woman.
Yeah, I'm muted again.
Ruby says I'm live to call in or drop link. Ruby, I'm in. If you want to join and come talk with us, I'm in my Discord and my sanctuary for highs and lows, and you can just join in the VC and you'll be able to be heard on the stream. So if you would like to do that, you are more than welcome.
Okay. I don't know if I know how to do that.
What, me?
Whoever was
You who? Who are you talking to?
I don't even know how to move tab to tab. I don't think people understand how. I don't think they understand how like primitive and feral I am. Like, I struggle tab to tab. One tab to another is a struggle. But I just need a real laptop. I need a lot of things to work better in my life, but everything is okay. All right, well, send low, my love. I'm going to see if War Chief is on. Oops. Oh, wait, let's see if they're together. The visual's giving. Did she shower? I want to watch something. Oh, yeah, let's watch Sam Backman. Yo, I want to get this bitch back on the channel. This is my soul sister, Sandra Lee Wy.
It's Sandy Wiley.
I had her on like during my interview era during Ruby
Black
Tuesdays.
and White, where I wipe away the stigma of mental illness by talking about my experiences as a former patient of almost 20 years
like
having borderline personality disorder. I talk about narcissism. I talk about schizophrenia, bipolar, post-traumatic stress disorder.
Let's go.
Schizoid, panic attacks, and a plethora of other mental health
to come on Celebrity Sunday next week.
But I talk about them as a former patient.
I know.
I am not a licensed therapist.
Oh my gosh!
I do not hold a degree in psychology.
Or you like her? He'll see that.
So all I can do
I've
is
been kind of like
give you my.
I almost want to like protect her from the people I'm interact with online because it's such a toxic space, and like I know anyone who goes on, especially someone like this, like the Thorpes are going to go after her and like their toxic community and try to like tear her apart, and like I don't know if I want her to like expose her to that. But she was really awesome during the interview. I really enjoyed it. She's actually a really good poet. Like she tweets out her poetry, and I'm like the only person who's liking it. And it's a crime. It's crime. It's criminal how unliked it is because I think it's actually really good. I think she's an undiscovered gem for sure.
personal experiences and my personal opinions, not professional opinions. And in return, all I ask of you is to be kind.
Dude, she is me. I am her. Dude, we're like the 3 stages. There's like Bethadone, me, Sandra. Do you guys see that line I just made? It makes sense to me. I feel like King will get it.
Please be kind to me. Please be kind to everyone else.
See, I retract. She can't come on. It's not. I can't. I can't. I'm not. I don't. I just don't want to expose anyone to any harm. Because she's really sweet. I enjoy her content. This is Sandra Wiley. I would suggest subscribing and checking her out. I've had her on for an interview during Ruby Tuesdays. If you look at that playlist, one of them is an interview with her. Exactly. Please be kind is like chum in the wet. Exactly. I can't. And that sucks that this is also why another deterrent for like my IRL friends or anyone, they don't want to come on anywhere because they're fucking freaked out by this shit. And a lot of them have normal jobs. Too much kindness for this sector. But I'm trying to like, I want a sector to individuate from that sector. I want something better to build out of this hellscape. Can't we achieve that vision of all just being like happy log houses out to pasture, like doing well, bettering ourselves and each other, but the people can laugh at us if they made better choice in their life? Great, laugh at us. But let's get on our hustle and build each other up. But yeah, I will not. That sucks. I don't think I can have her on for that reason. I just don't think I can do it. I don't. Right? What do you think, chat? No. It's no.
In the comments, and be kind to yourself as well. We can disagree, but we all
she openly struggles with mental illness.
Respectful to one another. Let's boost each other's morale up. Okay?
She's such
Let's
a lol
not
angel.
Tear each other down. If you happen to like what you see, give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, welcome, and please join my channel. It's 100% free. So now I know quite a few.
Also, she does kind of similar videos to me, like dancing weird, like
on narcissism. So we're gonna get into my territory now, which is borderline personality disorder.
This is my chill post-work stream. I'm gonna do what I want.
Behind for a little
whatever
bit.
you want to watch.
And because this channel isn't just solely focused on that. Is focused on all
I
the
love her
mental health
visual.
topics,
She serves visual.
areas that I can
She
contribute
serves a
from personal
visual.
experience. And I've been diagnosed by at least 2 psychologists as having borderline personality disorder. How?
The only thing is, I'm the bipolar version. She's the borderline.
Escape?
I don't know if
Okay,
Bethany has. Like,
how
a
do they
mental illness,
escape
but-
all these, deep,
like different
emotions,
flavors of the same
overwhelming,
species
because that's what makes
at
the
different
borderline, right? Borderline has a hard time regulating their feelings, regulating their emotions. That's why my channel is, 50 Shades of Black or White. It's either black or white. It's either all or nothing. It's either they love you or they hate you.
Bro, I've had some really close friends with
that's
borderline,
called
and it's
splitting when
insane.
something is all or nothing.
I'm
There's
either
no,
their
like,
favorite
shades
person
of
or
gray.
their worst enemy. And
Now,
it's
I'll
roller
only
coaster.
talk about my personal experiences of how I escape those intense feelings.
This is good advice.
Just
I like
think
to hear
of
this.
you're trapped in an inferno, okay? The building is imploding, okay? Just think of 911, all right? When those planes went through the towers. And, what do people do? They're jumping out of like 100-story windows, whatever they need to do to escape, right? Even if they're jumping to their
Traumatized
death.
by 9/11 too.
Did you hear what I just said? They have to escape. The building is imploding, all right? That's how it feels for a borderline. They need to escape, even if they're jumping to their death. They
She's
feel
an
they
icon
have
to
no
me.
other choice.
She's one of my favorite celebrities.
Just like
of my
with
heart.
the people trapped in those twin towers, when the terrorists went through with the plane, they're jumping to their death because there's no other way to escape. That's my best analogy I can give you. And so how do I escape when I can't, when the feelings get too intense and it's like that inferno? I run away. Okay, I run away. You know that song? It's an old song, My Little Runaway.
Dude, we even like the same songs.
This is an old song.
I love Del Shannon. He died on the day I was born.
Why?
It's Del Shannon, Run Away. Del Shannon, Run Away.
Wonder, you know, I don't know.
My little
I didn't look it up. I mean, I didn't look up the lyrics. This is what I do. Now I'm going to give you, I don't know if all borderlines run away. I'm just saying this has been my number one borderline behavior is running away.
Maybe that's me.
And I'm going to give you
I
an
just have
example
never had the like interpersonal.
Of, you know, how bad that
I'm
behavior was.
People.
So I was 22. I just got married to my husband. He was working at Stone Webs in Engineering, which I eventually did.
I view her as
join the force, and I worked there myself. But before I worked for Stone and Webster, I worked as a preschool teacher. I got an associate's degree in early childhood education. I was 22. I just got married. Now, in the preschool at the Y, there was only two preschool teachers. There was me, I was a preschool teacher, and there was Jill Zaks. She was the second preschool teacher, but she also was the director. So she was my boss. She was the director of the nursery school program. I also worked summer camp there too in the summer, because the preschool program would run like a school year, would run from September to June, and then the summer camp would be from June to September. And I worked the summer camp there too. Now, me and Jill Zaks, I never mentioned her before now, we're friends for several years, as long as I worked there. I mean, she went to my wedding. I've been in her house.
You're not scary.
We used to go out together.
Have you
always
seen all my?
treat me 'cause she knew I loved
like
Carvel ice
I
cream.
do
So
give horror
after
movie
work, she
at
would say,
times.
"Hey, you know, let's go get a Carvel ice cream cone. You know, my treat on me."
Like an
and then
824 like high
I'll drive you home.
movie, you know, but still.
Back then I wasn't driving, so my father used to drop me off on his way to work in the morning, and I would walk home from the Y in the evening, and it was like a half an hour walk. I was only in my 20s. I had no kids. I was physically fit, you know, I was in good shape, and it was like a 30-minute walk. So I did it even in the winters too. But you know, back then
in the winters, I love her little accent.
So Jill was like 11 years older than me. So she must have been
she's
like
expressive. I do similar crazy things with my eye makeup. I'm similar like that. I like being expressive.
She was single. She lived with her parents, and her brother and sister.
All the books.
Her older sister was married to a doctor.
We are the same bitch.
And had a child, a daughter, named Lisa, who was Jill's niece, of course. And even though she lived with her parents and she wasn't married, she still, you know, she loved children. You could see it. She loved her job.
I like it. I like that eye makeup on her. I actually really do. I think it's a very cool, interesting, like John Waters-y, like kind of visual,
you know,
like
having a
being
baby.
a movie like that.
I don't even think she had a boyfriend at that point. She was going out with a musician named Richie, who had long hair, and he came to my wedding too. She said, "Can I bring Richie?" I said, "Sure." So she wanted me to fill her shoes because I worked there for several years. We were friends. She thought I was a great worker. She liked me a lot and trusted me. And of course, you know, I'm already working there. So why not move up the ladder, get more money, a title, be director of the preschool, and then they would hire someone under me. I didn't want.
I actually don't usually carry a knife. It was a one-time thing.
And they also wanted me to continue working the summer camp. I didn't want to work the summer camp.
That seems like
I wanted my summer off. I was married now, and we planned a trip to Bermuda. And if I worked the summer camp, I wouldn't be able to take any time off. I wouldn't be able to take a week off because at that time, because I'd have to work the summer camp. I don't know. Anyway, I didn't want either one.
I like the
I didn't
earrings
want
too.
to
I
work
want
summer
earrings like
camp
that.
that summer, and I certainly didn't want to be
She's
the
fit too.
director
She's a
of the
MILF.
preschool program. That means I'd be responsible for all the money.
What?
The
This to me is
financial
like
end of
I
it.
like this person, but I've been
I'd be
following her for a little bit.
responsible for the person who was
Let's see
under
what
me.
her.
So
Oh, I love her
if that
dancing
person,
videos.
you
Check
know,
this out.
called out sick, I'd be
Her
responsible.
earliest content. Oops. Sandra Lee Wy.
Hi, it's Sandy.
All right, should we watch I'm a Kleptomaniac? Oh, Joe
You can see
Shabatoni?
I'm
What
in
the heck is
the
that?
store. And what better place to talk about kleptomania? Yes, you're looking at a bona fide kleptomaniac.
Yeah,
I cannot
I
lie,
used to shop with
but
from
I
large
know more.
corporations only. I had a
I
weird
knew
moral
being.
loophole, but I
I
removed
know
that.
more.
I
But I
highly
used to.
disagree with all feeling of any kind from anyone ever
I used to
on
have
any
this
level. I think
insatiable urge just to
violation.
take everything and stick it
All right, I don't want to watch
inside
anything
of
that
my
is
jacket
gonna ruin
or
my positive opinion of her. I wanted to just get to her early videos. Oh, let's see. I wonder what her most popular video is. She is me. Look at this. This is, bro. This.
Dropping the city, night is a wide. Steaming the subway, there's a fire.
I feel like I'm looking into a mirror. I used to believe that because I was like really into like crime thing and like super like leftist anarchist philosophy, but like I just don't agree with that anymore. I don't think it's. I see the negative impacts to my city on my local Walgreens. Everything's locked up, and it's feeling it's just wrong. It's wrong to just steal from anyone. I love this. I want to do shit like this too. I get it. No, he needs to stay away from her. No one. I only give the plug to people who are caring and kind. I really do not want to send anyone negative to her. Please. I feel like this is something I wanted to do. She's amazing. She doesn't give a fuck. It's amazing. I love her. Dude, but that'll then because if Mark gets into it, then that goes right to the Thorpe. I really don't want that to mix. Because they're so evil, manipulative. They'll go right for her jugular. I can't.
Sent in the sound, I'm lost and I'm found, and I'm hungry like the wolf.
And she has good music taste. She likes reading.
I love it. How I whine for you. Mouth is a lie, juice is like wine, and I'm hungry like the wolf.
That's cool. This is amazing. Guys, please protect this. I can't. Keep it away from anyone who's gonna get it to people who would hurt her. That was amazing.
I smell like I sound, lost and I'm found, and I'm hungry like the wolf. Blood on the line, discordant
He's so passionate.
I'm on the hunt, I'm after you.
Dude, cougar alert.
Juices like wine, and I'm hungry like the wolf. Burn the ground,
Right?
Lost in a bound, and I'm hungry like the wolf. Run on a line, just got in line. Mouth is alive, juice is running inside, and I'm hungry like the wolf.
Wow.
Have you ever felt pressure of being liked by everybody?
She fixed
Sure, we all
make it
have.
different to be
From
loved.
when we were in high school, we wanted to fit in. We wanted to be accepted. We wanted to be embraced for who we are.
No,
We
I
don't want to stand out.
I
We wanna
appreciate.
be
Yes,
part
she's
of
owned.
the
She
herd.
has borderline personality disorder. She talks
We
about it
don't want to
openly.
be alone.
She
you
could be
know?
crazy and
It's a
passionate and
terrible
make interesting
feeling to
content.
feel
Why
all alone,
does that have
like
to
no
be
one
bad?
understands
I guess
us,
maybe I'm
accepts
receiving
us,
it
or
differently
cares
than you
about us.
guys, but I just see her as a fun,
We
like
don't want to be made
wild
fun of
person
or
who's like
laughed
passionate and
at. That's the
interesting
worst thing.
and
Someone
doesn't give a
laughing at
fuck.
us
She's just
or
like doing her
picking on
thing.
us or just downright not liking us. What if I tell you that having the courage to be disliked could change your
I really
life
connect with her
for the better?
content. I've been hiding this from you guys,
Hi,
but
I'm
I just
Sandra
don't.
Riley. Welcome to my mental health channel. Rise above the ashes. Rise like the phoenix. Where I'm trying to empower people to talk about their own mental health. I talk about my struggles, having borderline personality disorder. I
She
talk about
like
my different
she lets everyone know,
therapies.
like, yes,
I wrote a
I'm
book
great.
about
Yeah,
my
that's fine.
schizophrenic father, a memoir, Life with My Schizophrenic Father. And I talk about just a plethora of other mental health related topics. I also come on as a patient advocate too. But I only come on as a former patient of almost 20
What's wrong
years
with
of
having fun
therapy. I am
online?
not a
Like people are
licensed
too
therapist.
like
I do
weird
not
about
hold
that.
a
Like
degree in
why is it
psychology,
that crazy to have fun
so
online?
I cannot
Oh yeah,
diagnose you or give
she's
you a
saying with
professional
the
opinion.
a
And
night.
all I ask in turn of you
She
is
doesn't
your
look like Satan.
kindness
You just
and
hate your
respect
mother,
always
okay?
in the comments. Now, we all, as human creatures, we are social creatures. We all depend on
I'm
each
here
other,
for the feminine
right?
chaos, but with like an
We
angelic
depend on our
positive vibe.
parents when we're infants to feed us, to take care of us.
Some
We
of you are
depend
perceptive.
on other people like teachers to teach us, doctors to help keep us well, police to protect us against, to keep us, the community, safe. So we're all dependent on each other. We are social creatures, you know. It is true that if people like us, they'll do more for us. Think of that yourself, right? You're willing to do more for the people that you like than if you don't like them.
It's good to be wide-eyed.
A good majority of us are just like
But
me,
yeah, I get
very
crazy eyes
insecure.
like
You
that
know, you
too.
want to fit in, you want to belong. And this is so true, even more so because of the
I'm
social
not getting
media out
satanic
there,
at
right?
all, but I guess I also
Everyone,
hung
when
out
they
the
post
Thirst
something,
multiple
they want to
times.
get
So
those likes on the Facebook, or Instagram or Twitter. When you make a post, you look and say, "Oh my
no,
God!"
no,
You
no.
know, you
She's
look at
not
the
into that. I
likes
don't
and
want her
dislikes.
near
You look at the
him. She has a
comments.
history of being
I
abused
mean,
in that way. I do
social
not want
media
her
is
near
a
him.
very, very heavy, huge influence
He's a
out there.
reckless content
And
creator.
we
He doesn't
want to be
really.
accepted.
I
We
don't think
want
he would
those
care
likes. We
about
want
hurting,
those positive
his
comments on
person's
our
feelings,
posts.
but I
And
care a lot.
it has a dramatic impact on us when we don't get that. I know it does on me too. When I have people dropping out of my channel, I feel extremely hurt. I'm always looking at the statistics on my channel.
Oh my God.
And I feel, it ruins my day to see, well, in the last week, 7 people dropped out. They don't like me. What am I doing wrong? Yada, yada, yada.
Oh my
and it just brings me
God.
down. It makes me depressed, or it makes me anxious to want to perform, to do better. What can I do better so people will like me?
She's
But what if I
real.
tell
That's
you that
real.
by doing that, you're only getting in your own way? The only way to really be free is to embrace the fact that people are gonna dislike you.
True.
It,
I
it's
think she's
part of
like
life. There are
wise.
people
I
who are
think you
gonna
guys
like
are
you,
just
and there are people
on
who are
a
gonna
lower
dislike you.
vibration and maybe not
And
getting
let
it.
me tell you something. No matter what you do, you could bend over backwards. You could do cartwheels. You could try to fit in and be exactly like them and do everything their way. And they're still going to dislike you. They're still
True.
going to dislike
I
you.
feel like she spit bars as well. Everyone
And
underestimates.
by doing that, by trying to
with
fit
some
in and
people.
be just like them and
I
act
don't
like them,
practice
dress like
witchcraft.
them,
I don't even
whoever them is,
tarot,
the
or
people
I'm
that you
weary of
want to like
astrology.
you,
Like, I don't know what to
you're
tell
going
you.
to
Like,
give up yourself.
it's fake news perpetuated by you
And
because
even
you're
if
jealous.
they do accept you and like you, like in high school, even if you do go along with the in crowd and you start smoking because you want to fit in with them, they all smoke, so you start smoking. They all do pot. They start stealing, but you go along and slowly you give up yourself because you want to fit in with these group of people, and you don't like yourself, and you're not you. All right. You don't even know what you've become. And this has happened to me too. I got married at a young age. I had children. I had an office job. Well, all my sister-in-laws all worked in the office.
She was
So,
a teacher. She was a
and
preschool
I try to be
teacher. Like, people
and
are,
I
I
try
think,
to be
being way
like the
too
herd. I
hard.
try to be like all
Thank
the other
you.
wives.
Of course, my number
My
one
husband
producer,
had 3
number
brothers.
one
I try to
celebrity,
be
like
like
of all
them,
time, all star, Psychoman 90.
And I wasn't
That's
like
it.
them. I wasn't.
Literally
And even if I
manifested
was
Jermaine
right
earlier.
or
We were walking
pretended
downtown
to
and
be
he was
someone
like,
else,
said something about Jermaine singing. And
I
guess who we
wasn't
run
right for
into talking about
myself.
singing?
And I didn't
And
like myself. I had
drowning me
this
in
friend,
Newports,
this
even though then I
neighbor,
went and paid his debt at the store, which I couldn't
who
afford
I
to do.
was friends with. She only lives a couple of streets away from me. And she never really knew the real me. She thought I was this old-fashioned Victorian woman.
Really? I
like
don't really know
herself,
much about Ben's job history
because
beyond
I
streaming.
never acted like myself with her for her to like
Thank
me.
you. I'm
I
glad
pretended to be someone else. I dressed
you get it.
differently than I
Okay.
normally
It's
dress.
important to me that
I
you get it.
acted differently. I didn't tell her things about my life. She didn't know anything about my life. She might have knew some facts,
True.
like she knew where I worked, she knew where I lived, she knew I was married and I had 2 children, but she didn't know I cheated on my husband. She didn't know I was an alcoholic. She didn't know that I did porn. She didn't know that I had
Maxer,
psychologists
stay away.
that have written books on the subject that I used to steal. Like, if she ever knew any of those facts about me, she would want nothing to do with me. So I put on this facade, this mask, and just to be friends with her. But after a while,
she's there's a reason why I've been
wears you
hesitant to
down
invite her
when
on
you're
Celebrity
trying
Sunday,
to,
even though we've done interviews before,
constantly
and I
do
enjoy
something
her
you're
and I
not.
talk to her on Twitter sometimes.
It's very wearing on. It was very wearing on me and very tiresome.
She's
And I
very just
didn't
like
like it.
open
And I
and
said,
real,
this
and I
woman
hate that
doesn't
people are
like me. She
so
likes this
eager to
image of me in
squash
her
that.
mind.
Like,
But
hey,
she
let's all
doesn't
just
really
be like
like me.
fake
She
and
can't
like
like me
gay
because she
20
doesn't
fucking
know me.
4/7 and shit
And
on
this was
anything
true
real
for a
and
lot of
beautiful in
other
this world
friendships
because we hate
too,
ourselves.
that they didn't know me, so they didn't really like me. They just liked the image in their mind that they had of me. And I was
A lot of
tired
how people
of
perceive
being
you is
that
just a
image.
projection of
And I was
their own
tired of
inner like
trying to fit in.
archetypes that
And
they
I was
associate
tired
with
of trying to be somebody else that I wasn't. And so I said, fuck it. I'm just
She
going to
likes
be me.
being sexually provocative. She's
And,
she's
they're
like, why
not going to
can't people
like
just
me.
be the way they are if
Right?
they're not
Because
hurting
I'm
anyone?
different.
And it's like,
I don't fit in, I fit out. I'm a very different person. I'm an artist. Okay. I'm a
what do you
creator.
guys think? Should I drop the link?
I don't have a conventional 9-to-5 job where I you dress up in a dress and a skirt and high heels and go into an office. I don't, I don't clean my house like other women. I don't wash my floors. I don't dust. I don't cook. I don't do those things. I'm different.
Oh wait, I don't know if all right, I'll drop the link because I don't
And
know how much longer I'm gonna stay on because I
accepted who I
worked.
am
I want to chill out.
and accepted that people aren't going to like me. They're not.
I mean, I might just watch it. I don't know if I'm gonna
weight was
restream it. I
lifted
don't.
off my shoulder, a huge weight.
She's on her way.
I felt free. I felt freedom, and it was an awesome.
No, she's in
to
the
feel
age
free,
bracket for sure.
and just to accept that.
People call
You
like a
know, in order to
26-year-old a milf.
have
Y'all
my
are
freedom,
dumb.
I have to accept that.
I know, but
people
I
aren't
don't want to
gonna like
expose
it.
her to like
They're
abusive,
not gonna like
psychotic
me.
people like that.
And sometimes people don't like you when you take a stand and be yourself because they're really jealous and insecure, and they wish that they could do that.
I think that's like literally.
I know a lot of people made fun of me when I had my karaoke channel because I used to come on. I had a great time. I would sing. That's how I started out on YouTube over 5 years ago. I started out just doing karaoke before I was monetized. And a lot of people made fun of me. They say, you can't sing. What are you doing? Are you crazy? You know, you're this and that. And they made fun of me.
I think MILF is like used interchangeably with cougar, just like an
they picked
older,
on me,
attractive
they
woman.
laughed at me, they criticized me, and I felt really, really bad, you know. But then I said, I enjoy doing what I do, and I just have to accept that people aren't going to like it. And the same with all the high school girls. I had a ton of high school girls on Facebook. And I started putting up.
I mean, my mom is stunning and looks like 20 years older than she is. But she quit smoking when she was 26.
And
so.
people were calling me horrible things, questioning.
I
They were
just need
like
to
interrogating.
really-
They were literally
I
interrogating.
need to just switch
Even my
to this
friends.
peacefully,
When
but
I
they're
used to have
fine,
friends.
so
I don't have friends now. But when I used to have friends, they would question.
But
us,
it's
"Why
not
are you
about
doing
being the
that?
best there. It's
Why
about
are you
having
doing
fun.
this?
Like,
Why
why
did you
can't
wear
that
that
be
top?
okay?
Why
Like,
did you
why
say
does it have to
this?
be, you know,
Why
it's like
did you do this video? You know, why did you?
sometimes people just do things for a hobby or
felt
for
like,
fun.
you know,
like,
I
not
committed
always
a
a weird
crime and I was being
grab
interrogated
for
by
money
the
and
police,
attention.
or I was on trial and I was
Oh
being
my
interrogated by
God!
a lawyer. So I got rid of all those high school girls.
Well, because I don't know
just
how long I'm
blocked
going to be
them on
on.
my
And then
Facebook
if
because
the
I
panel
was sick
happens,
and
I'm
tired
definitely
of
going to
being
get sucked into
interrogated.
something.
I want to come on and I want to be
Thank you,
me.
Bean.
And if you don't like me, you don't have to watch me, okay? You don't have to subscribe to me. And I'm okay with that, you know? I'm almost 60. In July, I'm going to be the big 60.
Actually, I don't think I'm going to do a panel. I think I'm just probably going to stop after.
And,
I don't
you
know
know,
if I
I
have it
didn't
in
get
me
to
to watch the
this
Thorpe stuff
age
right now. I've been
by
kind of
caring
spiritually
about what people
depleted.
thought of me.
Read the Bible.
Somewhere in my 50s, I changed all that. In my mid 50s.
Plus, I've been on for like 2
I
hours.
changed all that, and I said
I streamed for like
that I'm just
8
gonna
hours
be
today,
me
and I worked for like another
the
6
way
hours.
that, you know, I am. And, you know, I'm excited to get up in the morning. It really has changed my life.
Also, I don't want you guys.
Okay? It gave me a
Oh, I know
lot of
you mean
freedom.
too.
I feel excited about getting up in the morning because I know I'm going to put
Only
out
go and
something
subscribe
creative,
if you have an intent
you
of being
know,
kind and not laughing at
that
her. If you
excites me.
get
I
it,
love to
if you
create.
don't get it, just move along. I don't
It
want
might
people to be
other
mean to her.
people
I don't
look
know
at me
why.
like I'm
And it's like
stupid,
once you
but I
ask
don't
that, then
make no
people are
money
asking
on
me. It's
that.
like a
Why are you
lose, lose,
spending all your
lose.
time doing that? No one
Like,
watches your
I just
videos.
wish
Are you
people could be less
stupid? You know?
terrible.
And a lot of people don't understand it. They can't comprehend why I would
I
do
streamed
it.
for like
But
8 hours
I feel
today, so
passionate. You know, I
you're
have
getting greedy
passion
now.
for it. I feel very passionate about what I do, and it might look stupid and idiotic to someone else, and they might put me down and laugh at me. And
She's
make
so
fun of me.
based.
But I don't bother with them, you know? I'm my own person now. I have no friends. I don't bother with them. I just do me. I just wake up every morning and do
Oh, well,
my
friends are
post.
good to have. I
And
would like to be her friend.
that and I'm telling you,
No,
a
she's
great
do not let
sense
her
of
because
freedom
he'll just try to fuck with her
in
head
doing
into
that.
infinity, and I
And
just
pretty
can't.
soon you'll be so happy that you're, you
I
know,
would really prefer if they did not fuck with her.
doing what your purpose is, doing what your fulfillment is here on this
I do
earth.
actually feel joy quite frequently, just with
Because
like
we
the
only have
beauty
a
of the
very short
world
life.
and
You
in the
want to live it
relationships
by
I have
other
with
people's
people,
standards.
and even in my
Does
hobbies
that
and having
make
fun
sense?
doing
You
stupid shit
know,
online.
you're never going to be happy that
No.
way. We only have a short time here.
Or when someone comes into the bookstore
So I
asking for
said,
a
I'm
random
going to
book and we
spend it
actually have it. That's
doing it
pretty
my way, you know? And ever since I made that decision, I lost all my friends. I lost a lot of people. But I'm content and I feel free. And it's just like the New Hampshire license plate. I love that motto. It says live free or die. Live free or die.
Fuck
you know?
yes, she's so based. Everyone
Our
fuck off.
forefathers fought for freedom in this country, the Declaration of Independence. They fought for it. And there's a reason, because it's not living if you can't live it. Life is not living if you can't live it the way you want to.
It's Sandra
So I hope
Wiley.
that
But
you
please
are
be
you
kind to her.
and
Don't be
accept the fact that
assholes like you've been in chat,
there'll
which
be
makes me
people
want
who
to
like
hide
you,
her
and
even
there'll be
more.
people that don't like you. But in the end,
Why are you
it
women,
doesn't
men?
really
I don't
matter.
care. Get
What
over your mommy
matters is
issues.
that
No one's
you
talking about a gender war right now. Can you actually just log out of that loop for one
I'll
fucking
leave you
second?
with those words.
Yeah, women,
If
men,
you are
mommy,
interested
daddy,
in any
man,
of my
all the
books
time.
that I've
Fuck
written,
off.
the links to those books are
She's
down
not
below in
trying
the
to be a man.
description, as well
What
as if you want
are
to
you
support my
talking about?
channel, you
You're
can buy me a
crazy.
cup of coffee. The link to that is down below too. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Stick around, take a chance, give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button
Oh, wait,
in
no,
the
it's
lower right
Sandra
corner. That way you will be notified each and every time a
Wiley.
new
Yeah, I
video
think
of
I'm
mine
gonna
comes
end on a
out. What
positive.
do you
The
got to
work
lose?
stuff
It's
gets
100%
pretty toxic,
free, right?
and I had a long day. I don't know if I
And
want
I'd
to
love to hear from you
do that, but I'll watch
through
it
the
tomorrow or
comments, or you
something,
can
and
email
maybe
me
grab some
directly
highlights.
and I will answer you back. My email address is down below too, Leanne, LEEANN 827 hotmail.com. Hope to hear from you. And until next time, take care. Bye-bye.
Oh my gosh, she's so cool. Is overdoing intimacy in therapy. She has a lot of videos about like therapy and stuff, but
So
I don't know. It's eerie. It's uncanny. I'm parasocial too. I think it's fine to a degree, you know. Some people go really, really, really psycho with it, but I think it's fine to a degree. Right? We have so much in common. It's crazy. Right? I would hate to be living in these people's heads of just like only seeing like the worst shit in everyone. I just don't experience reality that way. Thank God. I mean, I guess I am kind of, I look like the craft bitch right now. Wait, let's look her up. All right, everyone go subscribe, but be kind. Please don't be a bitch. And please don't encourage Ben or Hormaxer to interact with this person. Please. Because I really don't want to see her get hurt. But it's Sandra Lee Wy with 2 L's. Wyllie. And she's pretty active, and I really enjoy her Twitter too. It's on my Twitter. Here we go. You're not a victim for sharing a story. You're a survivor setting the world on fire with your truth. And you never know who needs your light, your warmth, your light, your warmth, and rage and courage. See, it's a positive message. I love that shit. I don't know what she why am I like not seeing? She hasn't posted any poetry, I guess. She posts a lot. She's pretty active, as you can see. It's like my fucking Twitter, dude. She's the anti-Ben. She really is like his inverse. Yeah, don't be a jerk to her. What is wrong with you people? I just want to find her poetry real quick, and then I'm logging off because I am actually really tired. I fell asleep at 11 p.m. last night. I might just literally do that again. I'm boring. I'm old. Y'all forget. I'm literally old. I'm tired and broken and barely function. Okay. Today was quite fruitful in the streaming and working department. Oh, wait. Why am I not seeing it? Maybe she just hasn't posted in a while, but she used to. I go through phases with things too, so that's also like me. Dude. Wait, what? In love with my psychologist. Oh yeah, that's something that she's talked about on her. Here we go. Dribs and drabs is what he gave. Crumbs of cake, ice shaved. Bits and pieces are all he conjured. Can you fault a girl if she wandered? Odds and ends thrown in a drawer. So many times she walked out the door only to crawl back and beg for more bric-a-brac placed on the shelves. These are things in themselves, a smidgen there, a smidgen here. That is all he had to share. Is she just a speck, flecks of lint brushed off of the wave of his hand, a grain of sand on the shore, a sebum sitting on his pore? That's bars. Like, I genuinely think she's a talented person. But she's like me. It's just all in a lot of different directions, and a lot of people don't really get it. And that's fine. I have no issues with men. Why are you always talking about feminism when I'm like barely talking about it? I used to, like, a long time ago. I basically am, especially on YouTube. I guess there are like all ages, really. But I don't know, like a lot of my peers right now, especially Beth and Owen's a little more closer to my age, but I'm hanging out with like Lynx and Ava. These people are very young and both like very mature for their age and have their different talents. Get crack as a man of taste, right? Like that was especially the last one. The first one I didn't like as much, but she occasionally like just really writes what I perceive to be good poetry. Link, I'm logging off. I'm depleted. I have no energy, especially for people like you, Foreman. Foreman, no foreplay till I fuck you. W stream, says Armani. Thank you, Armani. Always brings good vibes. He's a great moderator. And he's a great support to the community, our growing, budding community that I believe in. The haters can doubt it. The people can doubt it, but I believe in it. And I think if everyone is just patient, we're all going to be big celebrities, capital C, drop the S. I'm going to go read the Bible. Why are you acting like that? It's enough internet for the day. I did a lot of streaming. I'm intentionally celibate right now because I've explained it. I think it makes sense to most people, but you are not most people. You are you. And you're special in your own special way. Thank you. I feel like I have had pretty good vibes since I got back from work. I feel energized by Sandra, and I love that positivity shit. I do. I know it doesn't pull the same numbers as hate and despair and crying and blood, but I quite prefer that. We get plenty of drama. Okay? And don't worry. I'll probably be delivering drama again tomorrow, but I came to vibe, I came to chill, mission accomplished. Ready to kill. Because you're reading the Bible, that book makes a lot of people. Oh, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I don't care. done relationships. I've done sex. I'm over it. Quite literally. I'm just fucking over it. Challenging our retention. Don't tempt me into watching ThorpeTube. I can't. I'll get sucked into watching that. I'll watch the replay tomorrow. But I'm pretty tired from work. I go to sleep early often. I'm sorry. I just really do. Oh, wait. Let me see if I can share you to low. I have to do that. Let me do that. I always forget to like share the people. And I like that little feature. And I finally kind of know how to do it. I think. Come on. Yes, let's go. Fuck, I forgot how to do it. Clicked actions. No, not delete. Oops. Oh my god. Oh wait, I think I remember. It's in the details. It's always in the details, baby. This is not made for kids. That picture, I look rough, but that's okay. I kind of like looking rough. I don't know why. I have that weird, like, I realize there is this part of me that kind of enjoys shocking people, I think. Redirect. Come on. What the fuck? I don't know. I don't even know if I'm showing. I'm trying to figure out how to share it. That thing. I'm looking in my subscribed. Did she sign off? Why would it not be here? What the fuck? What? She's still live? Why is it not in my thing? That's so weird. Let me just try it again. Add. What the fuck? What? So she just doesn't even pop up. What? Oh, she might not give privileges to that. Oh. What does it matter? I'm a content creator. Sorry, I serve visual. I don't go to the bookstore like this. Like, literally, get over your mommy issues. Look at how you act online, you fucking weirdo. You whip out your fucking dick on stream. All right, she might just not have that feature. Let me. Who should I send to? That'd be funny to send to the Log Cover Rewind. Oh, when is Princess going live? I don't know if it's gonna be live soon. I don't know. Ooh, John Galt. Oh, it's not happening right now. It's upcoming. I'm gonna do Ghosty if she's live. I think I saw her. Oh, it's also upcoming. All right, so the actual live options. You know, I owe Classy and Neurotic an apology anyway. Let me just do that. Anyway, sorry, chat. That was hard to do. We not stream sniping. They are together. I'm exhausted. I worked for a long time and I did multiple streams today. I'm fucking kicked, but I'll probably watch the replay tomorrow and see what they're doing tomorrow. I'm sure it's going to be crazy for a long time. But I just don't have the energy to keep up with it all. And I know I'm going to get invested and start watching. And I'd rather just unwind and read a book and unplug as this is just going to be a quick little reaction stream. So yeah, Radio's nudes leaked after he sent them to Grace. John Galt arc was so less. What the hell? I don't like this. Like, I don't burn bridges like other people do. I prefer to build them and maintain them. I only burn porches. Okay.
Hi.